say, कहा था, one, what is his name? Vishnujan Maharaj. Ayendra Prabhu told him, I really want to come, but somehow that I'm not able to come. Then Vishnujan Maharaj said, if you really want to do something, you will do that thing. There is no excuse then. Does it make sense? It's a very simple point. If you say that I really want to do something, then you will do that thing. We should not, I'm kind of little bit chastising you, a little bit, not, but actually, if you think about it, is how our mind, if I really want to chant 16 rounds, nobody in the world can stop me. Is it not? But those who don't chant 16 rounds and they say, I really want to chant 16 rounds, but I can't. That means they don't really want to chant 16 rounds. It's a very simple statement, but it hit me very strongly. If you really want to go back to Godhead, you will go back to Godhead. But you have to really want to go back to Godhead. Everything is very clear. Isn't it? Prabhuji, I really want to wake up in the morning. I am not able to. That means you really don't want to. If you really want to, you'll wake up in the morning. Yes? नहीं समझ में आ रहा है? Sorry, but no problem. मैं आपसे अभी बात कर रहा हूँ, आप मुझसे बाद में बात कीजिए, ठीक है? Excuses will go on. No. ये है वो है. You join our ashram, let Mataji stay there. I will give you a room there. ठीक है, ठीक है. दे तो दिया आपको, बेड रख दे दिया क्या? Don't worry. Hey, dangerous sadhu. Yes. Okay, let's start our Bhagavad Gita discussion. Before we go forward, I would like to again answer the question which yesterday Ayushi Mataji asked. That I don't have taste for chanting, but I have taste for Bhagavad Gita. Stop chanting and then you feel how you feel like. You will feel more miserable. Just imagine, suppose tomorrow you have to wake up at 7 a.m. Then how you feel? Well, I'm not saying out of my own mind. Srila Jiva Goswami says, before Nishtha, taste is there, but it is not manifest to you. All of you are here. You're not going to get paid by hearing Bhagavad Gita. I'm not getting paid for doing speaking on Bhagavad Gita. So unless we have taste, why will we discuss Bhagavad Gita? Does it make sense? This point has to be noted, my Lord. Before Nishtha, the taste is there. The taste is there from the first day itself. Oh, a very nice point. I'm not the body. Very nice. Does it make sense? This is a very subtle point. When I first heard, I'm not the body. Oh, very nice information. It's not that I had taste for chanting, but this information of Bhagavad Gita was striking to me. Did it struck you also when you heard you are not the body? Yes. The taste was from the first day itself. Taste only increases. A green mango also has taste. We cannot say there is no taste. It will become sweeter as we go further. Is it not? Don't you feel happy when we discuss Bhagavad Gita every day? But I feel miserable. Is it not? I also feel very happy to discuss Bhagavad Gita. Is it not? If you don't have taste, why have you not eaten since 6 hours? Those who have woken up at 3 a.m. or at least 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So don't condemn yourself. Already you are much more mad than you are supposed to be. Is it not? Already you have so much love of God that every day you want to hear Bhagavad Gita. Every day. अरे कभी तो रुक जाओ, कभी संडे तो छुट्टी करो. Is it not? We don't want to take any holiday. This shows that we have taste. नहीं? So I'm not simply telling you to encourage. Please diagnose the taste which you already have and increase it further. Let us now discuss Bhagavad Gita. Let us start a discussion. We're going to discuss Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, text number 50. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogaha karma sukaushalam buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite. If in your marriage, you should not get married, but somebody's marriage, the Brahmana says, will you pay him? Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudadhaja, like that he speaks. How do you are speaking? This chanting is purifying you. Can't you see? It's difficult to chant. Chant nicely. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. Where is my phone? You can give to Prabhu. Where is my phone? Can you see that? Just take it and open Gita class. Not me, for him. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. Please chant. Anish Prabhu. I will now take names and ask you to chant. You cannot just keep quiet here. Yes.
Buddhi yukto jahatiha
Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite
tasmat yogaya yujjasva
tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. What is your name? Amarnath Prabhu. Chirpendi. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. Prem Krishna. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. Keshav ji Maharaj. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. Why should I leave the Zoom devotees? Richa Mataji, please chant. Yes. Anybody will be asked to chant. Chant very nicely. Yes. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. Editor Sahab, Rahul Singh Ji Maharaj, chant. Yes, he is making the files. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. Which are the other devotees I can see? Say, other ने तो video off कर लिया. Okay, Juhi Mata ji. Please chant. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yogah karma sukaushalam. Okay. Thank you all very much. This is very important. Chanting these shlokas is purifying to our mind. Okay. Now let us go further. Let us understand the word and meanings. Buddhi yuktaha, one who is engaged in devotional service. Now why Lord is Prabhupada is translating like that? Understanding with intelligence that I am Krishna's servant, he remains engaged in Krishna's service. That's why I say Buddhi yukta. Having that understanding, I am an eternal servant of Krishna, so I should engage in Krishna's service. One who is engaged in devotional service. That's why Prabhupada translated like that. Jahati can get rid of. Iha, in this life. Ubhe, both. Sukrita duskrite, good and bad results. Tasmat, therefore. Yogaya, for the sake of devotional service. Yujjasva, be so engaged. Yogaha, Krishna consciousness. Karmasu, in all activities. Kaushalam, art. Translation: A man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions even in this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work. Very important point. Again, look at the shloka. Buddhi yukto jahati. Jahati means give up. Gives up. A person who has this transcendental intelligence by hearing in the association of devotees. What is the difficulty in opening the text? नहीं, इनको दीजिए ना हाथ में फोन. इतना समय लगता है. बुद्धि युक्त जहाती मीन्स बुद्धि युक्त. युक्त मीन्स and युक्त मीन्स नहीं युक्त not मुक्त. युक्त means joined. Having that kind of intelligence that I am a soul, I am eternal servant of Krishna, I must only act for Krishna's benefit. कृष्ण की प्रसन्नता के लिए कार्य करना. इह means in this world. Ubhe means both. Ubhe. Sukrita Duskrita. He becomes rid of Shubh and Ashubh, Pap and Punya, sin and pious activities. Are you able to understand? Suppose if I have done some sinful activity, I will have to suffer. Fine. And if I have done some pious activity, I will enjoy. But for both the things, I have to accept a material body. Do you agree now? A very, very brilliant example Srila Prabhupada gives. We are sitting in this room. All of us are feeling cold the same way. Because of somebody's piety, a person may be more intelligent. A person may be less intelligent because of his sinful activities. But the warmth and the cold is equally felt by everybody. So by piety, our miseries do not get diminished. The threefold miseries do not get diminished. We equally suffer. So piety is also bad. And sin is also bad. Is it sinking in? For most people, they don't understand. They want to do piety so that they can enjoy in this material world. But we can never enjoy in this material world. It's a very great, it's a rahasyatmak shloka. It's a very great, secret the Lord is telling. We have to be getting rid of sin as well as piety. Is it understandable? Tasmat, therefore, because both of them, that means piety and sin, will lead to another birth. Tasmat. Hold on. Both sin and piety will lead to another birth, and they can be given up by buddhi yukta, by engaging in devotional service. Tasmat. Therefore, yogaya yujjasva. You be engaged in your duties as a matter of yoga, as an offering to the Supreme Lord. Just like Amarnath Prabhu, what service you do in devotee kitchen except eating? Obviously, eating is also, eating is yoga or not? And this is okay. So besides eating, what do you do? Accounts. So can you see the relationship of your accounts service in relationship with Krishna? Directly are you able to see? Should there be any inhibition in doing that account seva? Inhibition is not there. Do you feel, oh, if I do this account service, I become bound? By doing that account service for Krishna, will you become bound or you become liberated? Are you able to understand this point? Make sense? Are you serving for free or are you serving with intelligence? Now you understand this point? One brahmacharis left from our ashram. I said, why are you actually working outside? Miserable life. I said, Prabhuji, everybody wants money. I said, you get nice food here, nice accommodation. I did not chastise you much. Not much, just for Mangalarti. So are you working with intelligence or not? Do you have intelligence or not? Oh, I should serve Jagannath selflessly. Make sense? What will you get in reward? Yeah, you are attached to Krishna. You're attached to serving Krishna. That's like I asked one person who is a businessman and one devotee. What is his name? Is he here? Yash Gupta? Yash Gupta ji hai? Nahi. Is there? Yeah. So his father has a shop and he's serving in his shop. So he serves for his father. I asked him, does your father give you salary? It was a specific question, Does your father give you salary? No. So what is the difference between working in your home and working in temple? Same thing, is it not? If you work in your father's business, he does not give you salary, but whatever you want, you get. Amarnath Prabhu, what do you want? What do you want which I have not supplied except a wife? That I cannot supply. Everything. For that you have to ask. Don't ask Krishna Balram. Everything, whatever you need, is it not jacket? Even I say, why don't you wear socks? Is it not? Everything Krishna is giving, not. I'm just joking, is it not? Hey, Prem Krishna, why you don't wear socks? Everything Krishna is providing. In your home, you are working for Papa. I am also working here for Papa. What is the difficulty? Why do you call me brahmachari? I'm a son of God. I'm serving for Krishna Papa. Is it not difficult? Anyhow, in your home also you can serve Krishna. It's not a problem. Okay. Now the last line is very interesting. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. This art of yoga, that means engaging in actions which are for the pleasure of Lord. Just like you are making agarbattis, my dear Shyam Kumari Prabhu. Can you see the connection of agarbattis with Krishna? Now you're able to see? So that's why you're very enthusiastic, and that is very good. We can't stop our acting propensities. Does it make sense? Shashikant Prabhu is working in farm. Shashikant Prabhu, can you see that you are working for Krishna? I mean, you don't have to speak. You can just say yes, yes, yes. That is sufficient. Okay. Yes. That much intelligence has to be there. As soon as you have that intelligence, you become enthusiastic to do an action. You won't feel, "Hey, इससे तो बंधन लगेगा." Gaur Gopal Prabhu, you are doing this online thing, online book distribution, dealing with money, and so much money has come. Same thing, Anish Prabhu. Do you understand this activity will be liberating to you? You prepared, what is Ayush Prabhu? You prepared the text for Chaitanya Charitamrita, is it not? How much did I pay you? What was the charges? No. So why did you do? Because you understand it is good for me. This is for Krishna, is it not? इतना बुद्धि सबके पास है कि नहीं? यही भगवान बोल रहे. अब इसका मतलब क्या है? Have you heard a slogan in Hindi? सांप मर जाए और लाठी भी ना टूटे. Now you understand? You kill the snake and your stick doesn't break. So your propensity to act is there. It's like you play mridanga. So you many times you come here and play mridanga. You play mridanga in a temple or in a programs also. Keshav Prabhu, how much? What are your charges for doing that? You don't know. So you feel happy for playing mridanga for Krishna? Yes. This you should remember. It's not simply chanting Hare Krishna. Chanting Hare Krishna is this devotional service. But other activities which we like to do. Everybody cannot play mridanga. He plays nicely, is it not? Young boy. So just see what you can do, and you can do for Krishna, then saap bhi mar jayega, lathi bhi nahi tutegi. By doing that, whatever piety or sin is there from behind, it all gets washed off. Is it not a great art? Now what is a wrong understanding? I'll explain. One person told me, he was with his daughter, and he was saying, I also know Bhagavad Gita. He says, Yoga karmasu kaushalam. If you do Ashtang yoga, like this, then you become very expert in your work. See how Kaushalam means very expert. Karmasu in actions, and yoga means yoga. So how you understood? By acting, just by doing some pranayama and whatever, asana and like that, you become very expert in studies, you become very expert in doing all those things. So this is how, and actually if you see it literally, it may appear like that. Sahi to bol rahe hai, but it is not the understanding of the acharyas. So you understand what is the meaning of yoga karma kaushalam? The real art of work is you do work, you don't get bound. That is art. Saap mar jaye, lathi nahi tute. Make sense? I personally cannot count even 11,000 rupees notes. I cannot count. You can count easily? You also can't. Then how are you an accountant? You can. Just for me, it is just, I can do everything except clean my room. One person said, Prabhuji, for few days I practiced Krishna consciousness. I had pain in my legs. Whatever. I must be thinking, you are working so much, you must be having pain in the legs. I should press your legs. I'm like, no, I don't have any pain in my legs. I'm doing Surya Namaskar. Don't serve me in that way. But if you really, I never told him, if you really want to serve me, you please clean my room. That is too much difficult for me. It's just too difficult. I like cleanliness, but don't like to clean. I'm just too lazy for it. Pick up the broom and clean. So anybody who wants to, obviously boys only, want to serve, then you can serve, clean my room. I will get all the blessings if I can give. Feel so happy. But I just cannot clean, Even if I have tried to clean, I just cannot clean. So if, like our Parth Krishna Prabhu is amazing in cleaning, is it not? So if he cleans the temple or gets the Goshala cleaned, will he become bound? ये बहुत बढ़िया श्लोक है. It's a very nice shloka. Very practical. You do your activities in your life and you remain liberated. Jnanis are very, very fearful of karma. अरे बंधन लग जाएगा भाई, बंधन लग जाएगा. But devotee is not, because he sees I am acting for Krishna. That's why Bhagavad Gita is a survival manual. You have to act. There is no time that you can stop acting. But while acting, you become liberated. Okay? All the devotees here have different propensities, so that they should engage in Krishna's service. At least some service, apart from your paper earning jobs, which you are selling yourself for 8 hours for some papers. Fine, no problem. But rest of the time should be for Krishna. इतना तो कर लो कि 8 घंटे कंपनी को दे रहे हैं तो बाकी समय कृष्ण के लिए देंगे. इतना तो कर सकते हैं कि नहीं? I have no problem. You give 8 hours or 9 hours to your company, but rest of the time you should give only for Krishna. At least इतना तो कर सकते. This is not so easy what I'm trying to say. In my experience, some of the I'm not saying everybody, some brahmacharis, we tell them, you please serve, and they don't want to serve. They don't understand that this is also liberating. And what will happen, they cannot chant Hare Krishna all throughout the day. Then what will happen is sleep. Does it make sense to you? They don't understand, because they don't hear Bhagavad Gita, they don't understand by this action for Krishna, you become liberated. And Srila Prabhupada in one lecture very clearly says, you want to hear that? Krishna did not spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna because he was chanting Hare Krishna, but because he was fighting for Krishna. Now, we have to see it in a particular context. It's not that we don't have to chant Hare Krishna, but we have to also do something to spread Hare Krishna. Is it not? All din bhar to nahi mala karenge na. So, now when you are acting, how one should act so that he remains liberated is the art of work, which Krishna is telling. Now, how one should act? In the spirit of being a servant of the Lord, not desiring material results for it. And it's not difficult. Is it difficult? Is it pleasurable? Yes. To think of your service where you don't want anything in return is very pleasurable. Our devotees here doing this kid program, they are not getting money for it, but they are so much, they make so nice presentation for Krishna. Prabhupada says, unless you have love for Lord, how can you do that thing? How can you do anything nicely for him? So you may not say, I don't have any love, but then why are you making nice presentation for Krishna? You should make bad presentation for Krishna. What is your answer? You may say, I don't have any love. Fine. But why do you play Mridanga nicely? Makes sense to you? This is a very beautiful statement. What is his name? Shruta Kirti Prabhu. He told Prabhupada, when you arrive at some place, all your disciples are crying and falling at your feet and everything. I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. He was a personal servant of Krishna. Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, do you like to serve me? Yes. Service is love. Make sense to you? So we have taste for Krishna consciousness right now. Do you like to hear Bhagavad Gita? You have love. There are some people who don't like to hear Bhagavad Gita. Mostly, they don't have love. Service is love. Love is service. And when you chant Hare Krishna, this love is aroused. So after chanting Hare Krishna, I think by 9 a.m. you want to do something for Krishna. What do you think, Shyam Murari Prabhu? Is it, kuch to karna hai Krishna ke liye, is it not? And if you don't chant Hare Krishna, Hare mujhe itni seva kyun deti? Then the same seva will become burden. That's why I'm so sorry I become so harsh and hard on the devotees. But I push them to chant their 16 rounds in the morning. Then they become very happy. Do you feel like this, Amarnath Prabhu? Do you feel a certain enthusiasm to serve Krishna? Do you get so many ideas which Krishna gives? Is all experienced or not? Confirmed by the bell of a temple. Yes. And those who don't chant properly, why is this service coming to me only? Me? Only me? कोई को नहीं मिला सेवा करने के लिए. Gaurang Prabhu used to make a joke. Hare Krishna means, oh Krishna, please engage me in your service. But when service comes, then say engage him in your service, not me. Gita Bhushan commentary. This verse speaks of the great power of Buddhi Yoga, Nishkam Karma Yoga. So instead of Nishkam Karma Yoga, what we will say? Bhakti yoga. For us, it is bhakti yoga. Just mentioned. That person who performs his actions with intelligence directed in all activities toward renunciation of the primary results of inaction and towards maintaining equal nature when either attaining or not attaining any related results. Buddhi yukta destroys both good and bad reactions. That means if he's doing some yagya, what is the primary result? Swarga. I don't want. And what is the secondary result? Any other secondary results? Happiness, distress, anything comes, he does indifferent. I am doing this duty for my purification. That is for bhakti also. Purification. Shuddha ho jaun main. I am speaking this Bhagavad Gita, sir, I may become purified. बहुत simple बात है, ठीक है? Accumulated from beginningless time in the past, which obstruct knowledge of Atma. Beautiful point. Very nicely explained. You see, Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan is explaining that our ignorance is a very heavy darkness. Since beginningless, we cannot even conceive what does it mean, beginningless ignorance. Can you start thinking? 1 life, 2 life, 3 life. Can you think of 100 lives? Then go back 1,000 lives. Then go back 1 lakh lives. Then go to 1 crore lives. Go beyond. Go beyond. Then you can understand what kind of ignorance is there. And everything goes away by bhakti. I will just say bhakti. Because bhakti is superior, much, much superior to Nishkam Karma Yoga. Nishkam Karma Yoga is very, very good. But bhakti is so much superior. Simply by once chanting Krishna, all everything is Advaita Krishna. I'll repeat this. 6.2.9-10. By one's utterance of Krishna, even avidya, that means the tendency or ignorance, the tendency to commit sin is also destroyed. But it is the nature of the name that will show its results after some time only, just like a fig tree will bear its fruits only after some time. I have discussed it every line by line in the holy name group. You please refer to it. Also, I can share the videos. We have made videos of it. Every line we have discussed. A beautiful commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Our life is not as per karma. We are chanting Hare Krishna. Be convinced about it. Whatever happiness, distress is coming is because of the Lord's arrangement so that we can attain Him, and we are sure to attain Him. Lord will make sure that we'll become perfect. Only thing is we have to be good boys and good girls. You understand? Good boys, good kids, they'll just stand and get washed. Take bath. And some say cha 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 cha, then the mother will slap. But mother will make sure that we get purified. So be good boys, good sons, daughters, and keep on chanting Hare Krishna, and you will become more and more blissful, more and more enthusiastic. And you're all good boys, no problem. Good girls also. No, they're all chanting Hare Krishna. Therefore, I'm seeing so many people, so many of my students, they have kind of left Krishna consciousness. Again, bhatak ke aa jate hain class mein, Zoom, is it not? So sometimes they come to here because they are trying to enjoy materially. वहाँ कुछ मिल तो रहा नहीं है. Then अरे वो अच्छा तो बोल रहे थे, Prabhuji was saying correct. Then again they come back. Then again they think, ना इतना अच्छा नहीं है तपस्या. Then again they go for material enjoyment. यहाँ अच्छा नहीं. Then again it's like a badminton thing. This way, this way. Why don't you stay with Krishna only? Whichever ashram you want. But what is the difficulty in being with Krishna? Our Rahul saying, Ji Maharaj, let me just chastise him. You have your office from 11 a.m. Why don't you every day come for Gita class? Rascal number 1. Why don't you come? He's like the same man. My Prabhuji has told me to prepare the notes. I will not hear them. It's for others to hear. Just like my Guru Maharaj has told us has printed these books and he wants us to distribute them, but we don't read them. Is it not rascaldom? Yes, to bolo. No. I'm not rascal number 1, Prabhuji. I'm rascal number 2, not 1. So please come, because in the morning, if you hear Bhagavad Gita, your whole attitude throughout the day will change. Amarnath Prabhu, when you're going to do account service, will you not remember the words which I spoke just now? And am I talking whimsically? Shyam Murari Prabhu. When you're going to do your agarbatti service, will you remember the instructions which I'm going to do? I'm giving here. Am I giving or Krishna is giving? I'm just repeating the words. And then we become enthusiastic. Oh, this is for Krishna. That art of nothing is separate from Krishna. We have to learn the art of seeing in connection with Krishna, doing things in connection with Krishna. I am seeing this slab. I'm just touching this table. Am I touching Krishna? Yes, it is Krishna's energy. You must be able to see that relationship by hearing Bhagavad Gita. Make sense to you? Sorry, Rahul Prabhu. You are a good boy. But it's my service to little bit chastise you. Okay. Therefore, strive for this Buddhi Yoga, which has been described. समझ में आ गया होगा बुद्धि का, having that intelligence. This engagement in action, being joined with such intelligence, is a skill because it transforms action which normally are a cause of bondage into cause of liberation by contact with intelligence, like mercury which has been purified of its poisonous effects. समझ में आया? क्या beautiful example है. Amazing. I mean, brilliant example. Mercury is poison. If you swallow mercury, you will die. But the same mercury, if it is treated properly, can become medicine. There is a homeopathic medicine which is actually comes from mercury. I am not able to remember now. Our Vasudev Chaitanya Prabhu is a homeopathic doctor, but he cannot hear anything. I have not joined him in audio. He's just chanting Hare Krishna. He won't. I don't want to disturb him. He keeps chanting Hare Krishna. So there is a medicine, I'm just forgetting the name, that is made from mercury only. But mercury is a poison. But the same poison, if it is treated properly, it is a medicine. Now you understand? Okay. Another example. By drinking too much milk, what do we get? Loose motions, indigestion. But what do we take? Curd and rice. Curd comes from where? Water. Milk? Acha. Curd is coming from water or milk? The same milk which has caused you as indigestion, when transformed and treated in a particular way, will cause the same disease to get cured. So our activities, our desire to act is there. All of us have. Now that if we do for our sense gratification is like poison, because that will bind us. Is it understandable? But if same propensity to act is done for Krishna, then it is liberating. Itni buddhi honi chahiye ki nahi? Don't think it's easy, because outside people will not understand why you can be so enthusiastic to do so much service without any money. I don't know, with us, many people ask these questions. Koi paisa nahi milta. You don't get any money. Why you're so enthusiastic? Our Karnameth Prabhu is serving from 2 a.m. in the morning till practically 12 hours, 8 hours, whatever, 14 hours. Why? Mercurus solubilis. Okay, fine. So there is something medicine called homeopathy medicine. Now you understand this point? Beautiful example. So karma is binding, but if that karma is Krishna karma, then it's not binding. Amazing. That's why Bhagavad Gita is the survival manual. Purport. Since time immemorial, each living entity has accumulated the various reactions of his good and bad work. You understand this line? Since beginningless time we are here, पाप पुण्य संचित से भरा हुआ है. As such, he is continuously ignorant of his real constitutional position. Are you able to relate? Avidya means the potency of the Lord, which covers the real knowledge of the soul, which is called Sarup Gyan. Sarup Gyan, knowledge of his own Sarupa. Who am I in relationship with Krishna? And every life, what do I think? I am a boy, I am a dog, I am a cow, I am a bacteria. I mean, if a bacteria can think that I am a bacteria, but he identifies himself with the body. Is it not? Even as a demigod, I am identifying. Can you think about it? Even as a demigod, he is thinking, I am a demigod. समझ रहे हैं मेरी बात? And be very careful about this. When this Brahma Gyan was requested, this Bhagavad Gita's knowledge was requested by the Ashwini Kumaras from the Dadichi Rishi, Indra became so envious that he said, if you give this knowledge to them, I'll cut your head. It's amazing that what knowledge we are getting, somebody had to sacrifice his head for it. Anyhow, they joined his head back also. That's a fact. Think about it. What we are in comparison to Sun God. And this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita was given to Sun God by Krishna himself. Sun God also had to hear Bhagavad Gita. Who we are. Sometimes people say this is Shishu Shastra. This is for children. And if somebody says that yes, we are children, we are actually very small children. We are babies only. Let us hear Bhagavad Gita. Sometimes people have this, Bhagavad Gita पढ़ा रहे, Bhagavad Gita पढ़ा रहे, बच्चों के नए लोगों के लिए. हम तो सब ब्रह्मज्ञानी है. Very great art. One's ignorance can be removed by the instruction of the Bhagavad Gita, which teaches one to surrender unto Lord Shri Krishna in all respects and become liberated from the chained victimization of action and reaction, birth after birth. Is it understandable? Mukti hitva anyatha rupena sarupena avasthiti. Mukti means giving up other forms of understanding who I am. Mukti hitva anyatha rupena. Thinking I'm this man, I'm this woman and all these things, and being situated in our own understanding or proper understanding that I am Krishna's servant. Makes sense to you? Eternal servants. I'm not serving Krishna for some material benefits. It's my loving relationship with the Lord. I'm serving Krishna selflessly. Now, what is the meaning of chained victimization of action and reaction? Out of ignorance of my Sarupa, forgetting that I am soul. What do I think? I am this body. Then what do I think of? Sense gratification. Then what do I do? Sense gratification. Then what happens? Impression. I'm repeating these things so they can understand. Then an impression happens in my consciousness that I must do sense gratification. What does that sense gratification makes me do? It increases my avidya. It's like darkness and more darkness. Can you understand? Gup andhakar. You understand gup? There is less darkness and then is more darkness and there is further more darkness. So by sense gratification, we have heard this. By gratifying our senses, the sense objects never tell us that they are temporary. Have you remembered this point? Why people cannot understand that they are not this body? They never say stop and they will never reveal that this is all temporary. इसको पकड़ी इस point को, बहुत जबरदस्त point. People who are engaged in sense gratification, they can never understand. That's the nature of sense gratification, that it makes us blind to the real truth that nothing is eternal here. And even this body which I am having, I may have to leave this body just now. Is it not? Then what is the value of all your earning money, my dear, whatever enthusiastic people who want to earn money? I'm not saying to one devotee in particular, but in general, everybody. We are so enthusiastic to earn money. So in this world, we should do the needful. Like one devotee had a loan, so he has to work for money, but it's fine. But that is not our eternal engagement. Samajh rahe na? Doing the needful. Just like, do the experiment. Next time when you become sick, you should speak as if you are describing the problem of your bike. समझ में आया? Suppose in your bike the tire is punctured. तो इस bike का tire puncture है. The tire of this bike is punctured. You get it fixed. And it's a small meditation. जैसे मैंने कहा मेरे दांत थोड़ा साफ नहीं है. So these teeth are not cleaned. My dear doctor, can you help me? I did not say I did not use the word I. समझ रहे हैं ना क्या बोल रहा हूं मैं? Next time you have a headache, this head has some problem. Then you can disidentify yourself. Just like now, this stomach is feeling some pain. This stomach, not me. And when you start speaking like this, then you can try to disidentify yourself with the body. आपका कुर्ता बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है. Your kurta is very nice. Kurta is nice. Not me. I was just looking at one advertisement of Oppo. Oppo. They have this mobile. They have this ad. Now you can have a real selfie. I said no. You can't have a real selfie. Your mobile cannot show you your Sarupa. What an illusion, is it not? If I have a better phone, I can have a better selfie. No, still you can only see your body. You don't see yourself. Real selfie is Bhagavad Gita. You get real selfie through Bhagavad Gita. Maybe some poster can be made. Real selfie for 3rd chapter of Shraddhavan. Get the best selfie. self-realization. This is the mirror of Bhagavad Gita or phone of Bhagavad Gita. There you can say, oh, I am a servant of Krishna. People don't want to hear Bhagavad Gita because they actually, their whole illusion gets vanquished. Sari pole, the whole pole khul jati hai. Arjuna is therefore advised to act in Krishna consciousness, the purifying process of resultant action. This is understood? Action is bad, but if you engage in Krishna's seva, then it becomes liberating. So I'll take up some questions. If I see if the devotees have some questions here. To enjoy both punya and beating pap, we have to come again. So not good. Yes. I was having fever. No, you were not having fever. Now I speak like this. My body had some fever problem. Okay, so I take my words back. You are not rascal. You are greatest devotee. You are Rahul Prabhu. You are the greatest devotee. Fine, I agree. But otherwise also, if you have fever, can't you switch off your video and hear? So, please don't mind. But I have seen my driver, heavy fever. He goes there to Delhi and comes back. So many. Have you not seen your mother doing that? यहाँ ये हमारे महात्मा बैठे हुए प्रेम कृष्ण प्रभु, even he has fever because they give him nice salary, nice papers. So he goes, will you, is it not? Or for bhakti, he says, oh, I have some boil here, little bit, 0.1, 0.25 mm. I cannot come for class. This excuse is not there. Obviously, if your body has some fever, then you must do the needful. But you can also come in the class and here I am not the body. Does it make sense? Okay, I don't think any question. My teeth and stomach, but not me, soul. Yes. That's the whole point. The idea is while we are in this body, we have to do the needful. I am not saying against that. Needful समझते जो आवश्यक है वो करना होता है. But भूख लग रही तो खाना है. Basic needs have to be done. Just like if your vehicle's tire get punctured, you have to do the needful. You have to get it fixed. But we don't say that I am that vehicle. And we have to practice it all throughout our life. जानते नहीं मैं कौन हूँ? Don't you know who I am? You become angry and say like this. Then you say to the person, do you know who you are? You are 1/10,000th of a tip of a hair. We don't want to accept that, is it not? Okay, so if no question is there, then I'll stop here. Any questions from devotee side? Let me see some devotees here. 1 second. Who are actually there? Yes. Okay, some souls are here. So we shall stop because we don't have time for another shloka. So what lesson you learned today? Please try to see transcendence in actions which are connected with Krishna. That intelligence you should be able to get. If you get some service to Krishna, it's a privilege. It's not a burden. Everything else is going to bind us to this material world. Okay, I don't think there are any questions now, so I shall stop here. I'll leave the devotees today early. Sometimes I finish 10 minutes. So I am leaving you 10 minutes earlier today. Tomorrow I'll leave you 10 minutes afterwards. Isn't that? Cover that. Okay? No problem. Okay, Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Pai Gaur Premanande.